Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back with another video, and I found a cool one today as I was slipping through YouTube, and it was a former weight gain queen drops 240 pounds to save her life. Now, I mean, it's not too damn hard to see. There's a lot of people on here that are just eating, gaining weight for other people's amusement, the mukbang channels, all that stuff. A lot of times there's women. I don't know why, but a lot of guys like to slap their salami to some women eating. I don't know. Not my thing. Not going to kink shame, but there gets to a point where people are actually friggin' killing themselves. Where I was at, definitely friggin' killing myself. I was up over 600 pounds. Want nobody getting off to me eating no friggin' glizzy, but I mean, I know they're out there, right? But this lady managed to turn it around, drop 240 pounds, save her own life. So she's going in the right direction at that point. And I imagine if she was nearly as big as I was, which if she's the weight gain queen, I imagine she's up there in the friggin' numbers. Like, once your weight starts looking like your telephone number, you got a damn issue. So, let's see how she turned it around, what she's doing to, keep her health and her self more so, like, and more important than whatever she was doing before for other people's amusement. I don't know even if that's what she was doing, but let's check it out.
I felt if I carried on the way I was and the size I was
Okay.
dying a slow death.
So, yeah, she was up there.
Patty Sanchez has dropped more than 200 pounds after purposely packing on weight for years.
I was not able to do this in the past.
Yeah, reaching your toast becomes a friggin' effort and a half when you get that big. But she looks like she's getting that leg hiked up there now. So, some guys will pay to see that too. There's guys that are into feet.
I was like a big balloon deflating. And I'm still real big, but I'm hanging, I'm saggy. It's easier to get out of bed, to stand up, cooking for myself, getting around the house, getting outside.
Patty piled on the pounds when she found herself in a relationship with a feeder.
Man, I knew it was going to be for a guy. Why is it? Why are guys the weirdos that always want to see women get, like, immobile? I think it's a friggin' control thing. I really do. I think a lot of guys like that, like, oh, she can't come after me. I can do whatever out here in these streets. She ain't gonna come catch me. She might throw some shit at me on the way out the door, but she ain't gonna catch me. So, yeah, obviously. I don't know. I don't get guys that are into that. Like, stick your thing in a bag of marshmallows. It'd probably feel about the same if you heat them up.
Someone who enjoys seeing people overeat and gain weight.
He had never dated a big girl, but he had fantasies. I'd say 90% of our relationship revolved around eating. My breakfast consisted of biscuits and gravy, 3 eggs over easy, fried potatoes.
I mean, that does sound like a pretty good breakfast, but not if some guy's standing there friggin' pitching a tent next to you while you're eating your biscuits and gravy. That's a little much. I probably could get over it, though, if I was eating that good. I don't know.
Bacon, sausage, glass of orange juice.
But in just 3 years, Patty had ballooned to 722 pounds and ended up bedbound, which caused her sons great...
Wait, what? She was 722? Damn. How many biscuits did you eat, lady?
concern.
There was nothing healthy about going to a weight where you have no quality of life. And
True.
knowing what type of lively person she is, that was upsetting as her sons, that she would put herself.
But you're not going to have any control over that. Like, there's this saying that I like. You guys might hate it. But you know how people always say blood is thicker than water? I always say semen is thicker than blood. So if they're sleeping with them, you ain't going to be able to get nothing. That's why you don't stick your business. You don't jump in for your sister that's fighting with her boyfriend. Because if she goes back to sleeping with him later that night, you're the guy that looks bad at that point. So keep it out of there. Stay out of their business when they're in a relationship. But that's usually how it goes. You're going to have no control over that situation.
In a situation where she felt emotionally stable, but yet was physically deteriorating.
Gets to a point where his fantasies and her codependency on him was out of hand.
But after
Yeah.
10 years together, Patty split up with her boyfriend and had a serious wake-up call.
I'm going to bet that he was pretty abusive to her just because, I mean, he obviously didn't have her health in mind. So thank God she got away from him, and her sons are at least good enough guys to get in there and try to help their mother. But Yeah, sometimes it takes way too long to click in that this whatever relationship is super toxic, but at least she got there eventually.
Stuck in the bed with nobody to help me. I couldn't move. My life was spiraling out of control.
And you were
And
depending on
that's
him.
when I knew, okay, I've got to get up. I've got to get out of this bed.
Patty was determined to shift the weight.
Hell
And with
yeah.
the help of her 2 sons, she's already been able to drop 244 pounds.
That's impressive. I mean, if she dropped that, I don't know if she had the surgery or not yet. I'm hoping they tell us if she did or not, but yeah, she's freaking killing it. 240 is impressive.
By cutting 10,000 calories from her daily diet and doing light exercise.
Oh
I
yeah.
just started eating vegetables, salads, fruit, lean meats, nothing deep fried. I saw
Okay.
a change within 3
I'm gonna tell you what, one of the tools that became like immensely useful to me when I was trying to lose weight was a friggin' air fryer, man. Them things are worth their weight in gold. Cause they'll crisp stuff up for you. You don't have to actually fry them or whatever. Those things are friggin' awesome.
months.
And it's not just her figure that's responding to her health kick.
My relationship with my kids has changed because I get
looks
so
good.
much positive feedback these days from them.
Shit, apparently you taught your son how to frickin' cook too. Cause I mean, that looks good. I ain't mad at that at all.
Because they are so proud of the progress I've made. They say I'm easier to be around now. I guess food was making me miserable and I didn't even realize it.
I mean, food, the relationship, whatever it was, obviously something was holding you back. But it's nice to, I mean, your kids are skinny, so at some point I imagine you were teaching them kind of how to eat right. How did you go that far? I mean, women will do a lot for some guys, man. But getting up above 700 pounds is kind of going above and beyond.
I feel since she's lost the weight that she has, I've noticed quite a difference in her personality and as well as like her mental well-being.
I'm very proud of my mom.
Those resistance bands are good to exercise too, but I mean, what are they doing with the purple drink? That's a little crazy.
Of my mom as well.
She's come a long way. It's just good to see her back, you know, more capable of life now.
My only advice is to others that are in a feedee feeder relationship. There's
Get out.
more downfalls to that than there are good things.
Yeah, there ain't exactly a whole lot of up to 700 pounds. Actually, there ain't no damn up. You ain't gonna get up at 700 pounds. So that relationship was killing you. I'm glad that you got away from it because so many people don't. In all honesty, there's so many relationships out here where it's just like terrible for you, but people just try to fix it or try to keep at it. I'm not trying to give that kind of advice. I don't do that. But my advice would be to get your head out of the clouds before it's too late, because 700 pounds is almost too late. You're almost above the point where you could do something about it. Well, I don't know about that. It's never too late to do something about it, but thank God it didn't go worse and you didn't end up, not there for your sons any longer,
It's about it. And always put yourself first. Don't put anybody before you
True.
because this is what happens and it's not healthy.
I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what happens. Most people would realize before that point. But then again, most people wouldn't start dating a man whose, kink is feeding them. I don't think, at least. I don't know. I'm not a woman. I can't really speak for y'all. Would you date somebody who was sitting there friggin', slapping his salami to you friggin', sucking down a thing of Cool Whip? I don't know. It's just, it seems weird to me, but hey, to each their own, I guess. Fried chicken kink? Is that a thing? I don't know. There's a whole lot of kinks out here, guys. But feeding is definitely one of the weirder ones. But then again, even I had some lady messaging me on friggin' Instagram about wanting to feed me. So I guess it's out there. But alright, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you later. Peace.